Welcome, Seasoned Rookies Podcast, episode number 7.
What?
I'm about to retire.
My name is Prez,
Jay.
Nelly.
and we are Seasoned
Rookie.
Rookies. So where are we going with today?
Let's start with the famous Deflate game coverage. Deflate.
All right.
Deflategate. So, as everyone knows, this week Tom Brady's appeal or ruling could be happening anytime today, tomorrow, next week. But they think they're making a decision to this epic battle between the NFL commissioner and the best quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. Let's be real. I mean, I love Peyton Manning, but Tom Brady is the most winningest coach. Sorry, quarterback. What's up?
What are you looking at me for?
You can
don't
start
think-
this because
You don't think he's the best quarterback ever?
No. I've clearly said this since day one.
No,
Okay.
no, just in regards to Deflategate.
Oh,
I'm just kind of
Deflategate, yeah,
That's
Deflategate.
open. You guys can.
Yeah, it's nonsense.
Yeah, it's
Every time Tom Brady does something good, it's like, what can we do to bring him down?
Yes.
It's like LeBron. You know, every time not indicated LeBron's not as great as Tom Brady, but LeBron's a great player.
Mm-hmm.
He'll win a title. What can we do to bring him down? He doesn't win a title. Oh, great. Now we can just feast on him for the whole summer.
Mhm.
Tom Brady, he wins a title. Oh, well, you cheated. He doesn't win a title. Oh, you suck. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's just nonsense.
To me, what's crazy is that he has 4 Super Bowl rings, right? He's won 3 MVPs in a Super Bowl out of the 4,
Yeah.
right? Out of those 4 Super Bowls, 3 of them has been conspiracy with spy cameras for the first 2 rings that he won, and now Deflategate. And I mean, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and I do not doubt for 1 second that
Wait, 32?
in the
Do
NFL.
the Bills count as a team?
easy.
No, I'm being serious.
Rudeness. But guess what? What I think is going on is that, as you mentioned, there's some kind of silent enemy against Tom Brady, because there's no way that this guy can have so much asterisks after every win. And I don't know if it's unfair, but he's an enemy in the NFL. I don't know, maybe they're jealous. You know, he's winning a lot of games. Remember, he was drafted in round 6 in 2000. He was never expected to be this great. No one saw this coming. And now that he is great, for some reason, he's always getting drawn into foolishness.
Yeah, and one more thing I want to add on it quick is everyone's like, oh, there's always a debate, Peyton or Tom. It's always them two. And there's a lot of people that still think Peyton Manning's better for whatever reason.
He's the best regular season
For sure.
quarterback.
Cool. But look at the wide receiving cores that Peyton Manning's had in his whole career. You had Marvin Harrison, Hall of Famer. Reggie Wayne, probably a Hall of Famer. Dallas Clark at tight end, close to a Hall of Famer. Then he goes to Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Demarius Thomas, probably on his way to the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Emmanuel Sanders, if he keeps doing what he's doing, he'll be very close. Can you remember who Tom Brady, when he won his second Super Bowl, who his wide receivers were? You know who Deion Branch?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was his
but-
best receiver ever
Yeah.
in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he never cracked 1,000 yards.
But keep in mind, he had Randy Moss and they lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah, for sure. But he still got the Super Bowl with that team too.
Yeah. But I mean, go ahead, Prez.
No, I was just going to say, as usual, nothing's going to stick to Tom Brady. Going to go through this, and he's going to win, as he always wins. So
And
that's
they're
why
going to hate him because he's pretty. And he gets all the girls.
But keep in mind, he's not guilty of deflating the balls, right? He's guilty of deleting and destroying the cell phones. So when the NFL asked to investigate it, he destroyed his phone, and that's why, right? So the ruling was a 4-game suspension against Tom Brady. Was that fair due to what he did? So no one's saying that he's guilty of cheating. He's guilty of conspiring. He's guilty of encouraging the guys who had the balls to deflate it, because they're saying, well, he said we should do it, but he didn't make you do it, right? You're a grown man, right? So why is Tom Brady getting drawn to this? I just feel like they're just trying to do anything they can possibly do to suspend this guy, right? And it's really annoying as an NFL fan to see a great player like this getting treated like he's a bench player.
So real quick, is it going to stick? Yes or no? His ruling in 2 days.
I think he'll be suspended for 4 games.
The 4 games? Oh, probably.
I think so.
Who cares? They're still going to make the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah, they will.
That's
8
right.
games doesn't matter.
Exactly. President Obama is now been run around in certain circles to say that he wants to be, possibly when he steps out of office, an NBA owner. And it's more than just some internet rumblings. Someone from his cabinet had made a comment about not specifically saying a team, but they mentioned a sport. So, I mean, in regards to him being an owner, if you had to choose a team, he can be an owner where?
Where? The Raptors.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm like, Obama.
Hey, the American dollar is better than the Canadian dollar. Why not? I would.
Yo, I was gonna say the Raptors, man. Come on, Jay.
He's from Chicago, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
If not Raptors, I would say.
If not Did you start that with if not Raptors?
On the boat, why not?
Hey, I would love Obama in Toronto style. Okay, I love it. Well, come, Barack, come. Everyone, no, we were free citizenship in Canada. Don't worry about it. But I don't think. No, I think he might go to. I could see New Orleans. I can see Chicago.
What?
Chicago, yeah.
Chicago for sure.
Or like
He's a senator
tax-free,
there. He's
like-
from Chicago.
Like a
He's-
Miami or Orlando. Where
even
there's
while
no
he's-
tax.
Or I can see Orlando.
While he's in office right now, he's still openly embracing Chicago, the Bulls. He's a Bulls fan.
Mm-hmm.
He's made it known. So if I were to take one guess where it's alluding to, it's definitely back home to the Windy City.
Where does he get this money from? He's like, presidents don't make that much.
Yeah,
No, but they have invested. They make their side investments and they do their stuff.
he's an
Don't they?
investor. He's,
Yeah,
he writes books.
Yeah,
like-
he can write a book and just make
He can do public appearances like Bill Clinton.
Yeah,
Like,
he'll make money.
he's going to make a living.
But I know they bought a house in D.C. Right? I think he bought a house.
Yeah,
in
the White House?
DC.
Yeah.
No, but they actually committed to a house. I think his daughter. They bought a house in D.C. area. I think so. But yeah, I could see Chicago. But I mean, why not go to a team that I don't know? That's a smaller market to start off. Do you think you'll go to a large market?
Of course. If you're an NBA owner right now, you get a call saying Barack Obama wants to be a minority owner, regardless of his piece. He could have
That's
like
true.
Jay-Z, what
Yeah,
Jay-Z did
yeah.
at Brooklyn.
Okay, that makes sense.
He owned a small portion of Brooklyn, and
Just-
he's the face
Mm-hmm.
of the franchise. I'm pretty sure if you're an owner right now and you get a call saying Barack Obama wants to own 1, 2, 3, whatever percent of your organization, there is no hesitation. You want him
that
on
makes
your
sense.
team. Right?
Sorry, I was thinking like a majority owner kind of thing. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like a minor order. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, Ichiro Suzuki. This actually is really interesting. So, first of all, he deserves a little bit of respect. He just broke Pete Rose's.
Wait, respect or respect?
He broke Pete Rose's career hits record with 4,257 career hits. Actually, for that, I'm not seeing a lot of. Actually, I'm going to give him applause. Let's applause him right now. So he came to the Major League Baseball late. He came 27. Just the background. So he's like 7-time Gold Glover, 7-time All-Star. Obviously first ballot Hall of Famer. 1,300 of those hits started in Japan, and then he got the remaining approximately 3,000 in Major League Baseball. Now this happened a few weeks ago. And for something as big as that to happen and to get not the kind of love that, say, for instance, Barry Bonds is getting when he's breaking records, it just kind of makes you think, well, why? Mm-hmm. And the thing is, reason why the U.S. media is not really embracing his record is because of the fact that they're saying, well, he got 1,300 in Japan.
So?
Well, they're counting career hits starting from when you're in major leagues.
Or in the U.S.
Exactly.
Right? So just because it didn't happen in America, is America's air different? Is the grass, is wood different in Japan than it is in America?
But it does make it, actually, there's a bit of a difference in regards to pitching. We can maybe agree that Major League Baseball's pitching is better. So if he's facing better pitchers, or actually if he's facing less pitchers, he's going to get more hits. So, but what makes it interesting is, as much as Major League Baseball does not recognize the fact that he's broken Pete Rose's record, 2 days ago, Guinness Book of World Records actually has entered him in as the career hit leader in Major League Baseball. And it makes it kind of a weird situation where Major League Baseball, who has the records, still has Pete Rose, but Guinness Book of World Records has Ichiro Suzuki.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Japan's a different league, but it's still a professional baseball league.
True.
And a lot of guys go to Japan. Like, they're back and forth. Well, after and during, too, like Daisuke. Remember Daisuke from Boston? He was in Japan first. A lot of the guys in the MLB right now that are of Japanese descent are from Japan leagues, like Norishika Aoki from Seattle.
Hideki Matsui.
Matsui was from there. All the pitchers pretty much from Chan-Ho Park back in the day to whoever now. They're all from that league. It's recognized as a professional league.
Right.
Now, you said he was in the MLB. You said Pete Rose is still the number one hitter in the MLB history books or whatever.
But in the Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah. That's in the Guinness. Yeah, okay. I don't know. That's weird.
But you know what?
Well, they said Ichiro would if he started his career 3 years before. I think they projected if he started when he was 24, he still would have broke the record regardless.
Right.
Exactly.
So. Right.
I was gonna say that. I'm like, he started the league at 27 years of age, right?
Yeah.
If he started the regular age of any other professional player, the record would have been broken. So I don't understand why they're not acknowledging that. Even still, like, I get Japan doesn't have the best pitching, but it's a professional league, and I think if he started at the regular age, I think the record would be broken anyway.
Yeah.
So
and he did it in Miami. Nobody cares. Like, who was at the game? Like 20 people, maybe.
Yeah.
Like if he did it when he was like, say he did it last year when he was 2 years ago when he was in the Yankees, then it would have been like, oh, okay, you did it in New York. Like, okay, let's make a big. But Miami's not a big market.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? It's about not what you've done, but who you know, where you are, your market. You know, it's all money, and the media doesn't see any money in advertising this. They don't see any type of way to promote this and make some type of engagement. So that's why it hasn't really been talked about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of which, so Mexico is now on Major League Baseball's list of potential expansion teams. And it depends on how you look at that also, because Mexico, actually, I said Mexico, but I should actually correct and say Mexico City. Mexico City in particular has approximately 20 million. So one of the largest cities, metropolis cities in the world. Now, them going to Mexico City is kind of like, sorry, baseball being in United States, and they expand to Toronto and Montreal. They've left their territory and now going south, making it like NAFTA, where you have like North American trade agreement, where it's like the whole North America, Mexico City. They have some things they have to deal with in regards to clearing some certain issues, but in regards to going to Mexico City and being the first going south, what do you think?
Bad idea.
Bad idea. Awful. Horrible. Really? Horrific. Mexico's number one sport is soccer, football. Second is their boxing. Third is their rodeo. What do you call it? I can't pronunciate it. I can't speak Spanish, so I'm not going to butcher that name. But baseball probably the third or fourth most popular sport, and it's only popular in the northern parts of Mexico. I can't see any investors wanting to invest baseball or soccer, right? Like, I just feel like there's other markets that I think that can support it. Now, if they do the math and they can find enough fans and enough investors to invest in that team for advertising, remember, these teams make money off of advertising, off of sponsorships, right? So I don't think it'll be successful at all. Personally, that's just my opinion.
No, well, Latin America has a growing amount of participants. They have like approximately 20% of Major League Baseball right now. It's a shade under, but it's from Latin America. So majority of them being from Dominican. Major League Baseball, they invest heavy in Dominican Republic. and I'm talking the country in regards to setting up farm systems there to then provide opportunities for Dominican players to come. So it's kind of like you have to put in, get out. So just thinking in regards to, it might not be so much of a bad idea because if you're dealing with 20 million people, yes, you're not like, stadium only holds, 40,000 if you're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
So of that, if they could chip away and get a small percentage, only thing is, it kind of reminds me of CFL and the NFL coming to Canada. If the NFL came to, say, Toronto, that would really hurt the CFL since Toronto is a big part of the CFL. Mexico has their own domestic league. So if you put a team in Mexico City, it could hurt what's going on with Mexico in their domestic league.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, you're also dealing with currency also. Because when you have players there, they get like exchange of pesos, like money being exchanged at the gate, and has to be converted into.
No, they take American money in Mexico.
In Mexico,
Yeah, I went to Cancun like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, when I was there, they take American.
They take American
yeah,
money.
they exchange at any store.
Yeah, they'd rather have your American money than
that.
No. I'm just wondering if you go to the gate and you purchase a ticket for that Major League Baseball game, are they gonna? You purchasing it in pesos or you purchasing it in U.S. dollars? I'm presuming it's going to be in the local currency, which would probably be pesos, right?
Yeah, or both,
sure
because some merchants in Mexico accept both U.S. and they have the conversion of like if you pay in like pesos or you pay in the U.S. They have those numbers there.
It's like the Jays. Oh no,
it's even the Jays.
You pay American still. You're not. You're only getting Canadian back.
I just don't know. Like, I know you said about Mexico. I know Montreal was one city they're looking into. Montreal, Mexico City, and there are another one. Was it New Orleans? What city was it that they were?
No, I don't know. I just heard Montreal and Mexico City.
I think Mexico City. I think it'd be good to have, I guess, a Latin American team. I get that, but I just don't know if the owners of the MLB will want to commit to that if they don't have enough investors to like put out money for that team. Like for example, in other cities, there's always a lead owner that will want to put out money to invest in that beginning stages. I just don't know if they're going to have an investor that want to put up like 40, 50, how much millions of dollars to invest in a team up front. It's a big risk. That's all it is, right? Because
it's a dangerous city too.
True.
There's a lot happening. Too many
people live there. It's too cluttered. It's always crime and
abductions.
Gang wars, all that stuff they have over there.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
I wouldn't do it in Mexico City. Maybe they could do it in like somewhere.
Well, also travel. Travel is the next thing you have to look into. But the travel is not as bad as you think. I thought so, but then looking into it, going from Houston to Seattle is about the same as going from New York City to Mexico City. So I thought it was a lot farther. When you work into logistics, maybe that might not be bad. But next thing is climate, though.
The weather?
Yes. It's extreme. It's actually more humid than any major league city. Like Major League Baseball city, yeah. So Nolan Arenado's your boy. Being playing in Colorado, dense air, it's a nightmare for pitchers. So you can see a lot more balls leaving the park, and it's already Colorado's known for that already. You do that same thing in Mexico City, like you can have records being broken if you play your career in Mexico City. You know what I mean? So
I don't know if a lot of American players would feel safe playing there though. So
no, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
like I don't think a lot of things.
It only takes one incident for it to get on CNN, and before you know it, CNN will like blow it out of proportion.
Oh, for sure.
You know what? Why did we ever go to Mexico City for baseball? Oh, what a disaster.
Or like players being threatened by
like locals.
Like
players you didn't hit that home run. Now it's time for me.
And I think the gambling will go even crazier. The gambling of that and like I just think I don't know.
I love Mexico, but I just don't.
I think for the MLB, the type of like image they want to portray, I just don't see out of all the professional teams in America for them to go in there. I don't think it's a good look for them.
Well, you just mentioned gambling, and it just really perfect getting into NHL.
Oh, I thought we were talking about how much of a gambling addict you are, bro. I was like, wait a minute. There are problems.
I have a confession, guys.
I have a confession.
Yeah, the NHL going to Vegas, Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. I just had to ask you that.
That's
another bad decision.
Okay, I'm going to join in on. What?
Okay, no.
Okay.
I said I don't know if it's a bad decision.
What?
I said I don't know
okay.
if it's a bad decision. I'm saying I don't know.
Okay, well, let's see if we
You guys
can,
leave the comments, but I said I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with this.
Okay, so we'll get your feedback because you just recently came back from
Vegas. Yeah, I was in Vegas.
So
yes.
okay, so okay, watch this. So we both agree Vegas is a no-no. Vegas, you have to think. So it's going to put it. First of all, teams are balanced. Throw another team in there, you're throwing it off balance. It's going to be 31 teams, right? So you have to think, well, why is NHL putting in an extra team when they really normally when you expand evenly?
Because they're splitting $500 million.
Yeah, well,
from the investor, the primary investor from Vegas.
Yeah,
that's why.
Well,
they're all making money off of this, guys.
Well, the thing is with DraftKings, for instance, like first of all, Vegas. We all know what Vegas is known for. Gambling. Mm-hmm. They have one professional, actually not even a professional, it's minor league baseball team, minor league affiliate for the Mets. That's the only one. Outside of that, you have like the D League, NBA D Leagues there for like a few weeks in and out. And you have boxing, which is a one-night event. So Vegas is not known for a commitment to sports, period. It's like sports to them is a novelty thing, which makes sense. So of all sports you choose to put in Vegas, you put one that's 82 games of hockey. Like you have to get a commitment toward it.
Yeah. If I go to Vegas, I'm not going to watch a hockey game, especially since I'm from Canada. I could watch the pathetic Leafs down the street.
Rudeness.
Well, they're pretty pathetic. Although now they might be on their way to something.
Exactly. I was going to ask,
but they're still pathetic.
Finish.
Still pathetic.
Yeah.
I think
and when you go to Vegas, what's the first thing you think about? Not the hockey game you're going to go see.
No.
I think about casinos.
Casinos.
I'm thinking
Britney
about
Spears,
the poker room. I'm thinking about
Britney Spears concerts,
strip clubs.
No, let's be real. Let's be real.
I'm not thinking about, hey, I'm going to go watch the Las Vegas, the Black Knights.
No, I don't. They don't have a name yet.
I thought they had a last name already or something like
no,
that.
I don't know.
No name yet. It's just decided by, I think the reason why I'm on the fence is this. On the one side, I think it's a bad idea because I don't know if, for example, they said they have 2.1 million people that actually live in Vegas, right? Working there every day, right? The stadium they have will only be fitting for 40,000 people, right?
The hockey arena?
Yeah.
40,000 people?
Yeah.
That's a lot for hockey.
Well, because I think it's
5,000 people.
No, because
25.
No, because
no,
it's
like
the T-Mobile.
that's fine if it's 40,000. I'm saying like 5,000 people will show up to
I know, but I'm saying it's at the T-Mobile arena. There's already one built there that they're going to be using, right?
Right.
So that's one thing for them, which is a positive. So they already built the stadium. They have enough population-wise. And I think what will happen is that if they can entice the casinos to get involved, whether they have bets, gambling, all that stuff. I just don't think when I was in Vegas, you didn't really care to go watch a game of anything.
Would you have watched an NBA game?
No.
Really?
NBA. Hold on. You wouldn't.
Okay,
watch
maybe not you, but like if there's an NBA team there, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to see them.
Know what? If there's a game when I was there,
right?
I booked ahead of time, maybe. But when you go to the hotel, guys, in Vegas, when you walk in, there's machines. There's like, it's like you're distracted. Okay, these casinos are built to make you not know what time of day it is. Okay, when you go into a casino, like you're like, what time is it? 10 p.m., right? Because the time flies and there's bright lights. Everything is the same thing as it is all day, all night. They build these casinos and hotels for people to not know how long they've been gambling for.
Yeah.
Right? So my thing is that when people go to Vegas, if you get stuck in a casino, what time's the game at? Oh my gosh, we missed the game. Like, I just feel like the downside is that Vegas was not built for sports. And that's why there's never ever been an NBA
built for
team.
A lot of other things.
Yeah. That's why NBA is not going there. Neither is NFL for a reason. Right? So that's my thing is that I just don't know if it could work out, but...
Well, it definitely wasn't built for hockey. Real quick. Top 5 attendance for the NHL. And these are all hovering around 20,000. Chicago, Montreal, Detroit.
Las Vegas.
Toronto. Okay, so then we're going to bottom. The bottom worst, ironically, are hot cities. Carolina's not that, but Carolina's
Florida.
Carolina, Arizona, New York Islanders, I don't get that.
because they're on the island.
That's
No,
weird.
they're no longer on the
Oh, I
island.
know,
Now they're
but-
the Barclays. So that's
they're
that's
the
worse.
Barclays.
They're at a new facility
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Brooklyn,
but
and they're still
They're
near the
less of a
bottom.
popular in New York.
Ba-
They've always
bad-
had
true,
good
true.
teams, and they've been pretty
Bad
crap
marketing,
for a
but
while.
still, it's bad marketing though.
Columbus, New Jersey, and Winnipeg.
New Jersey, I don't get.
Yeah, Winnipeg. I get
Jersey.
Winnipeg.
Ah,
Winnipeg is small.
No, watch this though. Winnipeg near the bottom, right? Let's talk capacity though. That's where they changed the discussion a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, not so much you hold, but how much people actually sit in their butt and watching your product.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5, ready? Chicago, Minnesota,
Minnesota's the hockey heaven.
Winnipeg.
Really?
Winnipeg is third most. People will sit their butt down and watch it. Support capacity, third most in the league.
Mm.
So it goes to show, like, it's not
But you're
just
in Winnipeg. Sorry, I just want to make that comment.
well. They just came back, and Winnipeg. If you live in Winnipeg, that's pretty much a one-trick pony. I mean, I know they have the Blue Bombers CFL, but
Yeah, they
I
have
mean,
the
it's,
one CFL that
The
went,
Who Bombers.
and they have they have that junior league team for hockey,
okay.
and they have the NHL. That's all they have. Those three teams. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just saying, even down to the percentage near the bottom, it gets worse. Like I'm talking Carolina, 65% of people show up in capacity. 65%. That's a little bit more than half.
Yeah.
It's embarrassment. So I see like Vegas being another, following the trend because
Yeah.
it goes California, Nevada,
Arizona.
And in
It's all the
Arizona.
same. It's all-
and Arizona is near the bottom of capacity and attendance.
Yeah.
They're not a hockey place. So what makes them think that just because you go a state over, that Nevada or Las Vegas is going to be any better?
No, it'll be a disaster.
Of course.
I really
They should move all NHL up north. All the teams from South, move them north or
I have a
problem-
put more
suggestion.
team. Put another team in Toronto.
No,
Put Quebec City up in Nordiques. I want it back.
even better than Quebec for me. You're gonna laugh. Saskatoon.
yeah
Ugh.
no for sure they
No.
have a good market. I will say that.
Economically, they're there. They have a minor league team. Their minor league team sells out. Okay,
Even,
and
even the Rough Riders go like those fans are crazy out there. The lot
Because
of
they got
fans.
nothing else to do.
exactly. But I guarantee that if you put a team in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, the community is going to be there. They will sell out, and even location. You think Saskatoon, you think okay, middle nowhere. Saskatoon is smack dab in the middle of
everything.
Edmonton and Winnipeg.
Yeah.
So you can't get to Edmonton or Winnipeg without passing through
You know, you
Saskatoon.
can't get having a Canadian franchise. American money.
Yeah,
Which is why
you know, guys,
there's all these teams down south.
this was all about money. They had someone willing to drop $500 million, and that money is being given to all of the rest of the 30 owners. Okay, so they're making money as owners, and they're able to try a new market. If it fails, I mean, do they like? I think the losses will not be as big as the gains. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like this is all about money, but yeah, I mean. Let's see. I'm on the fence with this one. I don't know.
So, with the Copa America, actually, so the U.S. They hosted Copa America, and you'd actually never know, especially if you lived here in Toronto, because I guess since Canada's not part of it, Canada really does not care.
At all.
Yeah, treating like Copa America like the Pan Am Games, like. The Olympics are the real deal. We know the Pan Am Games is nice to have, but it's not really on a global scale respected. And I'm feeling like everyone here is all around Euro. If you're not talking Euro, you're not talking anything.
Yeah, or Chile won, right?
Chile won in the
Chile won the
penalty
whole
kicks.
thing.
Yeah.
Right, they won.
Chile, what was
Yeah.
it? 2-1? What was the score? 2-0 or 1-0?
I don't know.
I'm watching.
Honestly, I was
like
watching Euro all
I won't lie.
every day.
I'm watching. I've been following Euro.
Yeah,
Cup
Euro's
over.
way better. It's not even the
It's
quality
just,
of
it's just
soccer.
more, more competitive. Just there's a lot. Like there's so many great teams.
Like, how did Chile win this tournament? Chile's not even. If they were in the World Cup, they wouldn't even get past the group stage.
And they won back to back.
Oh.
They won last year, and they won again.
I think they're a top 5 team, though.
in the world,
Gotta be.
In the
like,
world?
No.
Oh, nah. In the world?
Germany,
I think
Belgium.
No, but I think they're top.
Portugal's better than Chile.
I don't think. I think Chile really.
Chile,
is,
really?
Yeah.
Really, Chile?
really, Chile? Chile, really?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Top 10 team
who
for sure,
cares?
but
Okay,
top
so
five in the
say
world?
Chile's the best.
There's African nations that I think are better than
Yeah,
Chile.
No,
I don't
I'm
think
telling
top-
you, Chile gets respect, man.
They get
respect.
They'll make the
I
World
don't know
Cup
if they.
for sure, but like, who cares? Outside of Argentina and Chile and Mexico and I can't even think. What other teams
But
are good from this side?
Did
of the
any
world?
like broadcasters in Toronto show that Copa America?
No, they didn't. Well, actually, no, in the States is really well received, actually. The attendance, the highest attended in its 100-year history of the Copa America. Most attendance this one. So it was huge.
Where was it in the States? Like, what city was it held?
Oh, man. One was New
Must be-
Jersey.
okay.
One was like...
Different places, different stadiums.
different.
And again, a lot of people don't care about Copa because a ton of Canada is pretty much from Europe.
Yeah.
Right.
Niagara Falls is like all Italians or Serbians. They want to see Euro. They're not going to watch Chile versus Argentina. They're going to watch Italy versus Spain.
And I think if you're a football fan, you want to watch those Euro plays because there's so many of those like top players in the world that are playing in that Euro Cup. So,
Well, I mean, like 82,000 people showed up to the final for the Copa America.
well, it's Messi. Sorry,
Yeah,
he's
true.
a big. I mean,
Messi.
I would have flown to see Messi anytime. Like Messi
And Sanchez, I mean, he's...
yeah. But Messi's like retiring in like what, like 3 years.
Yeah.
So
To me, he's like LeBron, though, like where people,
Not
he's the
clutch.
greatest. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go back to clutch conversation, but Messi,
he wasn't clutching that game.
in his club team, great. Once he puts on his country team and he wears that Argentina jersey, it's kryptonite for him because he showed nothing. He's had flashes, but I mean, I'm just talking about in regards to, as we say with LeBron, getting the job done in those clutch times. You can't go to a penalty spot and miss a penalty kick.
I can't believe that
within the
happened.
finals with your team to win. You can't do that.
I can't believe that. I was shocked. I was shocked when I read that. Actually,
Crazy.
Anyway, so with the Euro, right now, right now with the Euro, they're at the quarterfinals. Some surprises, some sleepers. I never thought I'd be saying that Iceland is in the quarterfinals.
Crazy.
Amazing.
Insane.
I love the Cinderella story.
I love it too. I think
Cinderella?
Yeah, come on. They're not even ranked in like the top.
Yeah, they're not ranked, but they're a good team. People don't realize this though.
I think they're the first team ever qualified, right?
First time they've ever been there.
Exactly.
But they
Right.
beat Netherlands in the qualifying round. That's why Netherlands isn't in this tournament. They also beat some other big team. I can't remember who it was. Then Turkey, and then
They tied with Portugal.
Yeah, they tied Portugal. So right there
Yeah.
and then I knew like, okay, these guys they're not a pushover. And if you look at the roster, yeah, okay, they don't have Messi, Ronaldo, whatever, blah blah blah. Cool. I was looking at the roster the other day to see where these guys play in their club teams.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them play like at Swansea City. A lot of them play at Hamburg and Germany. Like they play in teams that are like known.
Right.
It's just they're not like the big names on those teams. So people just think that they're just some guys I picked off the street in Iceland.
Hey,
Hey, you
come
want
with
to
a
play
truck.
for our national team? Yeah, okay, cool. No, they actually like they have players that have played in the EPL and like they have experience. So It's not like, okay, yeah, I understand their country's like the size of Mississauga or even not even
No,
whatever it is.
size
It's
of,
like half of Mississauga, but
yeah.
like still like they have players that know how to play and that they said Iceland, the number one league that all footballers watch in Iceland is the EPL. So it's not like people make it sound like, oh, what do they do? Play soccer on ice in Iceland? No, really. Like it's like,
No,
but it's like, no, these guys know how to play. Like they have tons of players in the EPL. So, but yeah, it's a good story. Cool. It's like
Honestly,
Greece when they won the Euro. That one.
I think also because they beat England, I think that's a big factor.
That was England's terrible managing.
I know, but I'm saying like that's what I think. I was shocked because they're a good team, but to beat England in the way they did, I think that was just a shocker to a lot of people.
England played.
That's great, but equally as great as I think drawing Portugal.
Yes. For the very first game?
The first game, that was a highlight where I was just like, okay, going into that game, who would have gave them a shot?
No, I know.
And they beat Austria?
If you did, you're a liar.
Austria, yeah, not that good. But
So let's just quickly run down the quarterfinals, who we're at now. Just throw me a country, who you got.
to win the game
With everything?
or to win everything?
Just to win each one.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right.
cool. All right.
So we got Poland and Portugal.
Portugal. I'm picking Portugal to win the whole tournament.
I think
Wow,
Portugal.
really?
I
I
think
think Ronaldo's gonna finally. I want. Okay, yeah. Nelly, I'll explain after Nelly.
No, I'm picking Portugal against Poland. Actually, on that one.
I'm going with Poland. Just because I really dislike Portugal. Nothing
honestly-
against Portugal, the country, just the team, and particularly Ronaldo. When Ronaldo leaves,
Are you sure Tom Brady isn't on Portugal?
You know what? Honestly, I'm not really a big fan of him, like as a person.
Of Ronaldo?
As a person.
Oh, yeah.
well, we don't know him
Like-
as a person, no, but
No,
Everyone
but I'm
thinks
saying
he's
from
arrogant, yeah.
stuff that he says, how he reacted, like
Yeah.
he was hating on Iceland. Yeah, buddy,
Yeah,
they tied you. Like,
yeah, he didn't want to
he's-
switch jersey
He's
with
very
homie.
just who cares? Like they tied, they're happy. Who cares? Like
Yeah.
so. Anyways, Portugal. I think we'll
Cool.
win that. Portugal.
Wales, Belgium.
I'm picking Wales.
Belgium.
Belgium.
I don't think Wales has enough. Only have Gareth Bale.
Yeah,
Wales or Belgium has Hazard and
yeah.
a bunch
Well,
of others.
Belgium's clearly deeper.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
They're like number 2 in the world, or they're like up
Yeah.
top 5.
Mhm.
yeah. There's always got to be that underdog. I'm
I'm
gonna go with Wales still.
Oh, I got my underdog. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
Wales. Okay.
Wales. I'll go Wales. I'll go
Keep it
Wales.
close.
Germany, Italy.
I gotta go with Germany.
Italy.
Oh, Germany.
Italy's my team.
I know you're.
I'm not even
I-
Italian either, and I'm Serbian.
you
I
sure?
shouldn't be saying this.
Yeah, Viva
like-
No,
Italia.
honestly, Italy, the way they beat Spain, like that was impressive. I'm not gonna
Best
lie.
defensive team in the tournament.
Yeah, they are. They have the best
Hands down.
defense for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this.
Their
quick
goalie
fact.
is
Their goalie in the back three.
Gigi Buffon.
Yeah, those
Buffon
three.
in the back three. Bonucci,
Yes.
Chiellini, and whoever else. I forget the other guy, but they are Barzali. They're
Mhm.
all part of Juventus.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So they play
yeah.
with the club, so they know exactly what they're doing all the time.
No, they're-
every
Yeah.
time.
Their defense
They
is
may never get
impeccable.
scored on the rest of this tournament,
Yeah,
like unless somebody like literally a free kick right over the top.
yeah. You
Top
got
shelf.
defense and you got the goalie with Buffon,
Yeah.
right?
They don't need strikers. Like
No.
they have such a good defense. It's
no.
ridiculous.
So I'm with Yaxi. So I'm giving mad love for Italy. Hopefully
Yeah.
they do that out. And last one, France and Iceland.
I want Iceland to win.
I want
To win in France, that'd be fun, but they're not going to win. I don't think. Hey, again, you never know.
I
though.
will love Iceland to win this, but they're playing against the home team.
I don't know what would be a
think.
bigger thing if if Iceland beats France in France or Iceland beating England. Like to win on the home nation's pitch.
I think
Right.
Iceland has the team to beat France. I just don't know, like France has. I think their team is just more mature. They're more
Yeah.
confident. They just have. That's why we watch them play. I just think that they're just gonna because Iceland. I think people didn't take them seriously, so they were kind of caught off guard. Now they know that they're a good team. I think people will go into the game knowing that they can lose to this team. I think England was kind of like, whatever, it's Iceland. We can beat them. Like, what are they? They're kind of cocky. I think now that they beat England, people will look at them seriously and will play them in a serious manner.
It was the coaching of England that really messed them up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney was midfielder. I don't know if you saw. but
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was starting midfielder. I was like, this
Yeah,
guy's
I was
not
watching,
a
yeah.
midfielder. He never was and never has been.
Never.
Ever.
Ever.
I'm going with France.
Yeah.
I got the home city. I kind of been leaning from the early out.
hmm
Like France, it's my team that I think as things shape out, I'm leaning toward.
hmm
But I got so much. It's a shame that it's a matchup. I wish that matchup was Iceland and Portugal.
Yeah, me too. I wish
would-
so.
You know what I mean? I would have, but yeah. So it's France and Iceland, and I'm going with France.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, guess we'll call that a wrap. Season Rookies Podcast, episode number 7.
Oh, one more thing.
At
I saw a meme.
the buzzer.
I saw a meme at the buzzer
What
because this is what we mentioned last podcast.
does it mean?
It was what 72 and 10 looks like. It was Jordan shoes. What 73 and 9 looks like. It was Steph Curry's white shoe that you guys showed me. And I was like, okay.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I
Now you get
I
it.
think
Oh, man.
Some guy put it on like, it was Instagram or something. I couldn't help it.
Nice. All right. That's it. We out.
We out.